Hi guys, welcome to the channel. And yes, today's video is a little bit different. We are going to a tech review for what you see on screen, the Wiener 2K webcam. I'm gonna try and do this live just to see how this setup works out, so hopefully this works out good. But without wasting any further time, let's sail away. Alright, so I am actually using the webcam right now. I usually use my Sony ZV-1 and I record my video from it, and then I basically use my audio using the mic that I'm using right now, and then I try and sync it up, in the production process or the editing process. But this one seems like there is a sweet spot to it, especially given the fact that it has ring lights, or it has a ring light around it. Now, this is not the only light that I'm using. I'm actually using two other lights. If I can show you guys, I have one little ring light right there, and I have, oh, I'm sorry, another one right there that might be too bright to see, but all in all, just three ring lights. So again, I'm not trying to brighten the room too much, especially since this is a bedroom where Emmanuel usually sleeps in the bed behind this green screen. So I'm just trying to keep it, I have to make sure. All right, so I'm just trying to make sure that there's not too much light to disturb him. I used to stream on Twitch, so basically whenever I used to have too much light coming into the room, it would disturb his sleep, or he would wake up in the middle of the night or something. So something like this I think is absolutely perfect. As far as the video quality, I am actually running it at 2592 times 1944. I did have to tweak the settings a little bit. Let me see if I can show you guys my OBS settings. All right, so let me go to my video capture device, which is this, and there is no extra software for this. It's literally plug and play. You plug it in, Windows 10 detects it, and it actually detects it as a lewinner webcam. There's no bloatware that comes along with it, though I think at some point lewinner should have some firmware updates, because I think there is a lot of potential in this camera. As I'm recording it, as I'm seeing myself on the screen, I do see a little bit of a lag. But again, this one, as you can see on the screen, is $39.99, but if you add the coupon, you could literally get it for $33.99. A ring light camera that performs at 2K, who would complain, right? Now, mind you, I'm using OBS, the free version, but I guess this will work with the paid version, like the OBS Streamlabs or any other streaming software that you use. The reason I'm showing you this is probably the most that the camera is going to be used, or its performance is going to be tested if someone's in gaming or wants to do videos at night, and wants to use a green screen. Webcams and this light setup is not usually cheap, so again, for $33.99, I think this is an absolute steal. Though we'll see at the editing process how this whole thing comes out. So a couple of changes that I actually had to do to set it up on OBS is the fact that I had to turn off features like, and I'm trying to look it up on screen because again, I'm trying to do this live, give you absolutely first impressions, is that I had to turn off the autofocus, and I had to play around with the exposure. Right now I'm at a -3 exposure, and my autofocus, or my focus, is at 389. Let me show you guys what happens if I push it up to -1, and you guys can see me. I'm John Cena. So I'm gonna push it back to 3, which I think is the sweet spot. Again, you'll have to tweak around with the settings for this, and also if you want to use a green screen, you're gonna have to find that sweet spot to work with OBS or whatever recording software that you're going to use. And I'm going to keep the focus where it is because I actually found that annoying in the beginning, because when I was trying to use it with OBS, it would go through this autofocus thing where if I move too much, and as you guys can see, I move my hands a lot. So whenever I do this, it tends to take time to focus on my hand. It's not snappy with its autofocus, so it does take a couple of seconds, and you know, back and forth, like if I'm moving my hand, it's annoying. It also has an adjustable light switch or button, so I'm gonna press that. As you can see, it turned off. It's a little bit on the first stage, second stage, third. This is the brightest as it goes, and it's off again. So even when it's off, I think it's good. You know, you don't need that ring light given these two lights and how much light the sensors and the webcam are letting in, but it's also not bad. Let me turn off my two lights on the side. All right, and here goes the first one, and here goes the second one. So right now I am just using the light of the webcam. So let's try and turn everything dark. So this is just from my monitors. I have two monitors in the back, and you guys can see how the green screen is acting funky because I've messed with the brightness, and now the software cannot realize the color of the screen. So I'm gonna press it once. So that's the first stage. Second stage, bright, and third stage. Not bad. I think this can work. Green screen, I'm not too sure if you need a green screen with a light like this, especially since you can adjust it. It's not looking down, it's looking straight at you with the tripod. So I'm gonna turn the other two lights back. All right, and there you go. So like every other webcam, this webcam also has a inbuilt mic. So I'm gonna switch in OBS the mics, and let's test out this mic and see how good it is.
A few moments later.
All right, so back with the inbuilt mic on the Lewinner webcam, and as I can see on OBS that is registering because I see the little meter going, so I think it's working. Again, the quality of it, I don't know right now what it sounds like. I just know that it's picking it up. Editing process, I'll realize what it is, but you guys will obviously understand how good or bad it is. Again, I want to really stress at the fact that this is just $33.99 after discount. I actually paid $49.99 for this. As you guys can see, I purchased it Jan 22nd, 21, and I paid a little bit more for this, and I don't regret it, to be honest, because this is nice. If ever I do decide to get back into Twitch streaming, which I really want to with Emmanuel, because he's loving Fortnite. I play, he watches, he coaches me. So again, I'm gonna see how this camera is, you know, in the editing process. I will put our star rating somewhere on the screen for you guys to know what I feel about it, what I think about it. I will also give a star rating for the microphone in the camera, because again, this mic sounds really good. If this mic sounds anything like the mic that I use, imagine the hassle-free setup that you're gonna have. Less stuff. All I would need is my monitor, my 3 lights, done, including this one. Again, like I mentioned before, when you game and you're using a webcam for gaming or anything for a gaming setup, those devices are used at its maximum potential. So if it can handle gaming and streaming and recording in OBS, then I think using it for Skype or Zoom or video conferencing would be easy. Imagine having this right next to you, if the mic quality is good, not worrying about a mic, and doing your presentations, you know, attending your meetings. I think this is going to be really, really great. So let's see what it sounds like. Let's see what it looks like in the video editing process. I will edit it at 2K just to justify this video, because I usually edit at 4K, but from the looks of it, it was easy to set up, Easy to use, had to make some changes, had to make certain personalizations, but that's fine. We all have to do it when we get our gear based on our situation. But easy to use, easy to set up. Love the fact that the light is bright. Love the fact that you can tweak around and change your exposure and your focus. Not happy about the autofocus, but I think that's my fault. But I really love this setup. You know, I started this video, I literally just came home. I was like, I need to make a video for YouTube because I haven't made anything this week. So I, come into my room, do the setup really fast, and I think this works. Thank you for watching this quick haphazard video that I'm making. Like I said, our schedules are all blown apart, but hopefully as the days progress, we have a little bit more control of our schedule and I can get back to creating content the way I want to. But until then, thank you for all the love and support. Stay safe, stay healthy, and remember, there's always more.